I didn't know even the difference between PPDT and TAT. So I went just like that. So,
Yes, ma'am.
of course, I was screened out for that time. But then after coming back from there, I realized few things. The first one being the effective communication where I was lacking.
Okay, so hello everyone, and ma'am, welcome to Mission SSB, and
Thank
we are feeling very much pleasure to have you on our platform. And let me tell everyone about Shipra ma'am. She has recently got recommended for CDS entry from Bangalore SSB, and she has been an alumni of Mission SSB. And we are very proud to have a student like Shipra ma'am.
Yeah, that's
So
my pleasure as well.
thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, my first question will be: please tell us something about you, like where are you coming from, and how you prepared for your written exam as well as SSB in short. Then we will talk about this in detail, and how you was motivated to join the army.
Okay, so I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh only, and my whole schooling and college education was done here only. And I did my BTech as graduation, and I secured around 70% approximately from mechanical engineering. And then the motivation of army, so it all began in the third year, I guess. So everyone was doing one thing or the other, and then they were approaching placement cells and everything. And then at that time I talked to my seniors, and I realized that I do not want a desk job of 9 to 5 where I just have to sit and do the work. I wanted something more adventurous and thrill in life. So something which should include the fitness as its part of the organization only. So that was the time when I decided, okay, if it has to be something, it has to be related with uniform. And my whole schooling was done in Chakeri actually, so that was subconsciously in my mind. So from there
Right.
it came, and then I started preparing for the examination. I cleared the written examination, and then subsequently I prepared for my SSBs.
Okay, ma'am. So my next question will be, like, I came to know that you got the offer from Byju's, and you quit that. So, like,
Yeah, I was
how
actually
you were
selected.
motivated that much, that you were confident that you will clear the SSB. How you got that much motivation?
Yeah, okay. So I was selected for product specialist in Byju's, but I knew, like, I always knew that what I wanted from the third year when I made it. So I was very clear that I wanted this only. So I was giving other interviews as well just to check my preparation level whether it was okay or not. So I just gave that and I was selected. But I knew that I wanted the uniform. I wanted to serve nation that way. So I was like, okay. And my written examinations were also approaching. So I just quit that and I focused on one thing, that was my written examination and SSBs followed by that.
Okay, I have also read that you were involved in youth parliament. So, what do you think? How youth parliament helped you in your preparation of SSB?
Yes, yes, I was the part of youth parliament during my school days in 11th and 12th. So actually, I think youth parliament shapes the personality very well for the SSBs. Okay, see what happens there. It works on the parliamentary houses, it works on that, and it gives you a clear insight of what the problems are in the society and what are the issues that are prevailing there. And not just
Right.
that, you also start thinking how to like deal with those issues, how to raise those questions, because it is the ministerial system, like opposition and then the ruling party, you raise questions to other minister, the other minister answers your question. So this is how it works. And then this
Yes, ma'am.
gives you not the confidence only, and you tend to think, a practical thinking develops in you, and you start doing all those things, effective intelligence, reasoning ability, everything. Okay, so I think
Right,
the
ma'am.
factor one comes from that only, and it really helped me a lot. It gave me the confidence, the narration, and everything. It helped me there, and also it helped me in my TAT stories, because there also we have to write the stories revolving around the same issues. So that
Yes, ma'am.
helped me there as well.
Yes, yes. So, in your first attempt, you were screened out. So, what do you think? What was the reason, and how you analyzed that reason, and how you overcame that reason, and you got screened in next attempt?
Okay, so actually, I was screened out from 4 AFSB Varanasi, and that was in 2018. and it was AFSB. So I was a newbie. I didn't know much about the procedure, and actually I
Yes, ma'am.
went there unprepared. I went there unprepared. I think that was one thing which I should have known about the procedure at least. I didn't know even the difference between PPDT and TAT. So I went just like that. So
Yes, ma'am.
of course I was screened out for that time. But then after coming back from there, I realized few things. The first one being the effective communication where I was lacking, and this I still think there are people who lack there, and that is why they are screened out. So effective
Right, ma'am.
communication is very important, and not just speaking in English, not just the fluency. You have to convince others with your logical points, your rational views. So that is very important. And the
Right.
second thing, I think, my narration. So of course, like I saw this huge crowd in AFSB, there is a huge crowd. So you see that first time, and then you get little nervous. So of course, that all got over me, and I was little nervous. My narration was not up to the mark. So after that, the third thing I believe was the group discussion, of course. Even though I was a fresher, but there was the huge fish market in the freshers these days. So
Yes, yes.
that was also one of the reasons. So I think I was not able to put my points very clearly. So I analyzed these
Okay.
three things. And when I came back, I started working upon these things. And these are the things which can't be built overnight. Of course, you can get to know about the procedure of SSB overnight, but not
Yes.
you cannot develop all these things. So of course,
Right, right.
gradually with time, I started working upon it, and with time, I believe that I really worked hard, and I was able to develop these things, inculcate these habits slowly, and finally, then I got recommended.
So how Mission SSB helped you in that, the screening part?
Of course, it helped me a lot. I must say, I must to be honest, and because we used to practice in the group together, and not just the screening part, the whole psych part. Of course, I'll come to that later. But everything, like I must give a huge, huge, huge contribution in my success is because of this only.
So, ma'am, like as you told that in your first attempt you faced the fish market, and same must have went in the second attempt also. So, how you handled that fish market in the next attempt?
Yeah, okay. So this time actually I knew about the procedure. This was a good thing. So I knew that of course there is going to be a fish market during the GD. But one thing, and as they say that your chance to shine is the narration part. So of course,
Right,
like that is the time when you are speaking, for those 40-50 seconds are your only. So I made
right,
sure
right.
that my narration was fluent, it was up to the mark, and I was satisfied. Just after my narration, I got to know, okay, this time probably I'm going to make it. But still in GD, of course, you have to put your points. But the one thing that must be retained in the candidate's mind, I must say, is the calm and composed gesture throughout the assessment, not just the screening process. So I was like, as sir told us, in the first 30 seconds, you have to judge the group, whether it is cooperative or non-cooperative. So I just sat there silently. I was watching everyone. So there was a fish market in the initial 30 seconds. And then I
Yes,
realized
ma'am.
that yes, soon their energy is going to drop down to a level, and then that was my chance to chip in. So I just utilized the opportunity. I chipped in, and the moment I was speaking, I just gave 1 or 2 points, 2 points in total. So I just spoke, and then I was silent. So but the moment I was speaking, everyone was silent, and I noticed this. The assessors noticed this. So I think that worked in my favor.
Right. So, ma'am, now if we talk about the second day, that is the psychology part. No, in FSB it is conducted on the day one in the evening,
No,
right?
actually, oh, okay. I was screened out. I don't know about that then.
Oh, okay, sorry. So you were recommended from the Bangalore, and there you attended the psychology on the day two.
On the second
So
day.
yes, yes. So if we talk about the psychology part, the major test is TAT, and in that, how you practice these stories, and how you build that mind of getting ideas, and how you practice that, and how you started doing it within 4 minutes.
Okay, so actually, again, the huge credit goes to Mission SSB family because my major part of practice belongs to that family only. There used to be girls, and together in a group, we used to practice. On some days, we used to do the whole psych test together in a group of 10 or 11 people, and then some other days, we used to do half test like TAT, WAT, SRTs. So we used to
Right.
practice like that only. And I must say that for TAT, while practicing, I just kept in mind that within 4 minutes, I just have to weave a good constructive story. That's it. Generally, there are misconceptions. People tell that you have to put the points of your PIQ and SDT in it. I was just trying to be genuine, and that's all I did there. I just wrote what
Right.
came to my mind. I was blank the moment the slide went off, and then I started writing whatever was in my mind. So I think being genuine is the most easiest and convenient way you can do there to succeed, because that is
Very
you
true.
and you are writing whatever is in your mind. So I think
Yes.
that is what I did.
Okay. So now if we talk about the WAT section, 15 seconds, and you are to complete the sentence within that 15 seconds, and generating the idea on that particular word and writing it down on the paper. So it is a difficult task. How you practiced of that?
I practice that in group only, and actually the good thing is that there are some we can say minor test of 10 words, 30 words a day. So that helps a lot to generate the quality of the sentences. Of course, when you write the 60 words together, so you do not get that quality. You lose out on that. So when you write
Right.
just 10 sentences a day or 30 sentences a day, you start developing that quality in your sentences. So I think again the family was very helpful. Mission SSB helped me a lot in this. The girls were very cooperative, and we used to give feedbacks to each other. And we also used to take constructive feedback from others, and that is how we all improved together.
Right. So now, ma'am, if we talk about the third test, that is SRT. In
SRT.
SRT, there are like many types of situations that are given, and particularly as in girls entry, I will put an SRT in front of you, and you are to give the response of that, like how you handle that. You have recently got married. Your in-laws are saying not to continue your job. What will you do in that particular situation if your in-laws are saying that you are not to continue the job, but you want to do that?
Okay. See, I believe that words are the biggest weapon. So the first thing I'll do is to talk to them, because it's a new marriage. So of course I'll talk to them, and with my husband's support, I will convince them for my job. Also, I'll tell about the increase in expenditure in coming years in the family. So I think that will do, and I'll continue doing my job.
Okay, suppose if this society is put by the interviewer, now he will dig into it and he will say that your that in-laws family is very rich and they are saying that there is no problem of money. Then what will you do?
Of course, my job has to be justified with my education as well, and it's also about the self-independence. So I'll tell them about that. My parents have, of course, like invested a lot in me, and not just for me to sit at home. I have got skills, and I'll work upon. I'll just continue my job no matter what.
Right. Okay, ma'am. So the psychology part is done. How you practiced about the SD test, the self description?
Uh, actually, that should have been prepared well in advance, but in my case, I didn't had much time, so I prepared it just a day or two before leaving for SSB. And I
Okay.
also got feedback from Amit sir regarding that. I showed him, and he gave me constructive feedback for that. And I made the changes he told me to. And then there I was not able to write the whole of it, because of course I was thinking and writing, and I would suggest everyone to please prepare it well in advance, because that is one test that you can prepare well in advance.
Right. Right.
So definitely prepare it beforehand. And I wasn't able to do much, but I think that was a decent test. I gave good.
Okay. So now after the psychology part, when was your interview scheduled? Like on the day 2 or day 3?
Mine was on day 3.
Day 3.
Yeah.
So after the GTO, like you must be tired. So after that means the whole scenario has changed. Now your mind is not fresh, and
Yeah.
you are called there, and you must have been waiting for like 2 or 3 hours for presenting
Yeah.
yourself. So how you coped up with that in that situation? Like it was being more tiring.
Yeah. See, I guess I was just being more natural in that case, because we just came from the GTO ground and we were told, okay, your interview is scheduled and now you have to go there. And there also we were sitting in the sitting hall and then thinking, okay, when will we be called? And it was around 1 hour, more than 1 hour, I guess, after which my number came. So when my chess number was called, I went in. So I believe that. the GTO made us more natural and cooperative in the group. So that helped me a lot in my interview as well. Because if it was held on site day, then I was trying to be more not that natural, not that genuine. I could have framed answers, and there I was what I was.
Right.
So it was more unique.
So I found that you were not so good at academics, and you were also having backlogs. So interviewer must have asked about that. So how you convinced him regarding that?
Yeah, okay. So I had a backlog in M3 in maths third semester. I had that one backlog. So during the interview, of course, the interviewer asked about the same. And so I told him that yes, I was, because there was a genuine reason for the same. I was involved into basketball for the university, and I was involved in various freshers and farewell party programs of as the organizer. I was also involved into the robotics competition. I was participating there as well. So there were other things going in the hostel. I was organizing events there as well. So I was into many things at that time, and this was probably the reason which made me get backlog in the mathematics 3. So I told the interviewer the same, but then he asked more about that, and I told him how I got in my fourth semester. I got two A grades in two subjects, and then in fifth semester I gave both the exams of the backlog and the semester exams on the same day, and I was able to clear both with good marks actually. So interview was quite impressed with that. And in seventh
Right.
semester, I secured 8.1 CPI. So he said, "Okay, seems like you really worked upon that." And I was like, "Yes, sir."
So Mission SSB, how Mission SSB helped you in that, the interview section?
Yeah, actually, I had two mock interviews with Amit sir, and he gave me feedback for the same. And not just that, he also helped me to prepare my PIQ. How well can I project myself? Because we all know that we all have those 15 OLQs in us, but we don't know how to project them. So that is where
Right.
sir helped me a lot. So and apart from that, sometimes during our sessions, sir used to join us. So during that time also he used to raise some questions just randomly, and we used to answer them on the spot. So that gave us confidence, and it really helped me to in my real life SSB when I faced there. So it was not something very new to me, because I had gave interviews to sir, so I had a like similar feeling.
Okay. So now, if we talk about the GTO, you are to spend 2 days with the GTO, and I'm sure that he is going to drill everything out of you, and he is the one who has every detail about you. So how you prepared for that? From the home, the comfort of home, how you prepared about the GTO, and how you presented yourself there.
Okay, so for GTO, I guess the things which we all can prepare well in advance are the GDs and the lecture topics, and then GPE. These are the three things I guess we can prepare, and then rest are the
Right.
ground tasks only. So for
Right.
these three things, I would say that read as much as you can, and the good content, of course. So there are various good sites, and apart from that, there were regular sessions in our Skype in our Mission SSB. So we used to do those sessions as well, and that really helps you a lot. Because you get to put your points, and not just that, you also get feedback from others. You get new points from others' perspective, so that helps you build a like a background of the topic. So it helped me a lot during GD and lecture it, because we had prepared it here during the Skype sessions. And then for lecture it and GD, I did that way only. And what was left, GP, we used to practice that as well. As we used to practice psych, so we used to practice that in the group. And that is how I prepared for it. And for ground task, I think I didn't prepare anything. I was just I was being raw there, and that helped me sail through.
Okay. So first time you saw the structures of PGT and HGT. So how
Yeah.
was the group? Was it cooperative, or was it a fish market in the PGT and HGT also?
Okay, so in PGT, of course, it was a fish market. In PGT and FGT both, I would say. And in HGT, yes, it was because the group was divided. So yeah, it was little more cooperative. Until that time, we had already gelled with each other. So it was better in HGT, but not in PGT and FGT. And
Right.
the things which I took from PGT that I made note of is that before you start doing the obstacle, just take a 1 second, 2 second, whatever time you want to take. Just analyze the structures well in advance so that you do not stand on the structure and think what I have to do now. So it's better that
Right.
you analyze beforehand and then you move ahead.
Okay. So it is a common myth that if you are in the front of the group during the PGT, then you are going to get recommended. So what was your position? Was it like in the front or at the back or in the middle?
No, see, I was in the middle, I would say. Yes, I was giving the ideas, but I was not forcefully generating them. And I was like, no, no, let me do this. I was not that. I was giving them ideas. It's really good if the group is implementing them. And I was also taking ideas from the people who were backward, like people who were not close to us. So they were giving their ideas, and I was the one who told group, okay, let's implement their idea as well. This might work. Okay, this might work. So I think I was the cooperative one, and I would say I was at third position in the group. But the one thing that really worked well is that whenever there had to be the stepping stone, like you have to step on some structure, so my group used to be like, okay, just number this, like to me, okay, you go ahead. So I think my group
Okay.
confided in me. That was a good thing.
Right. And there's also a common myth that if you are going to get the tough task in command task, then only you are going to get recommended. So what was your task? Like, was it tough or easy?
Okay, so this was funny. Actually, I think mine was the simplest one there, because when the structure was given to me, when the task was given to me, I analyzed the structure. As I said, what I picked from PGT. So I analyzed the structures well, and I gave the briefing to my subordinate. And then I said, okay, let's start doing this. I just put fatta, 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 and we were able to cross the obstacle. So, like after I completed the command task, I was thinking continuously, "Ki, why was I given so easy task?" But then later I analyzed the structures again, and then I got this point that there were more complicated structures, except for the way I chose. So there were actually three structures. So the things which I left, the structures I left were more complicated actually. So if one would have gone through that way, it would have taken more time. So that is why then I was like, okay, fine, I did good enough.
Right. So after the end of all these tasks, now the experience of conference, how was that? Like, was it a normal way, like asking about the routine question, or something different was asked?
No, my conference didn't went for a very long time. It was barely 30 or 45 seconds, I would say. And there was some regular questions. How was your stay? How was the food? Some suggestions. But my interviewer also asked me, and this was also asked me during my interview session also. Because I wrote that I make situational comedy jokes with my friends. So I wrote this in my SDD, and the interviewer asked me. So he said, okay, tell me a situational comedy joke. The room was very tense actually. So because there was some question from his side, I guess, in which I was not able to answer, the room got very tense. And he said, okay, Shubhra, tell me one comical joke, whatever comes to your mind, and I will pass you. So I was like, sir, my situation right now is the most comical thing for me. So he started laughing. And then in the conference also, he said, okay, tell me one thing which was very funny during your stay. So I told him the instance, and then the whole group started laughing. And I was like, okay,
Right.
it went well.
So now, after the completion of the conference, you all must be gathered, and there the chess number was called. So how was that feeling when your chess number was called, and how many of you got recommended?
Okay, so I guess out of 35, 16 got recommended, and when my chess number was called, so it was a mixed feeling, to be honest. I was not on the cloud nine; it was nothing like that. But yes, I was happy for, because I think I deserved that with the amount of work I did, and of course later I told my parents, and they were very happy about that.
Okay. So, uh, how Mission SSB helped you in that all the journey that was a stay of 5 days in that?
Okay, so see, from starting from the PPDT, of course, we practice the PPDT and psych really well in the group. And this is not to just thank the girls in the group, also the Amit sir, to provide me such wonderful platform, because that was the one platform which really helped me to gel well with the people, like-minded people actually, who were thinking the same serving the nation in uniform. So that really
Right.
helped me a lot. And interview, of course, I had mock interviews with Amit sir. And not just that, I was also in continuous touch with him. I was telling him my weaknesses, and he was giving the feedback. That is the most important thing. And that he gives like individual assistance and guidance to a particular student. I think that is the most important thing. And it really helped
Right.
me a lot through all those 5 days stay during my SSB process.
Okay, ma'am. So, anything that you want to tell the candidates or the aspirant that they should keep in mind for preparing the SSB?
The one thing that I said in the very beginning, that it does not happen, the change does not come within a day or 2 days. Okay, you have to start the process, and it is a gradual process. Don't expect that you started working upon your skills and after 15 days you will get the result. So just have
Right.
that patience, keep your calm even during the SSB and before SSB, both ways, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey the way it is.
Right. Okay, ma'am. It was a great interaction with you, and again, I would tell that we are so much we are having immense pleasure to contact with you, and it was a great experience talking to you, and it was a great experience like learning with you in the Mission SSB also. So thank you for interacting with us, ma'am. And
Thank you.
I would like to tell our viewers that whatever the question they want to ask, they can put their question in the comment box, and in the next interview we will take that with the experience. And I would also like to say that please subscribe our channel and like the video and share with your friends if you are having any good knowledge about that. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.